Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you're watching this channel. So let me give you a small recap of what happened regarding Bob NJAGI and Nicholas Oyo. First, we are aware that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta played a critical role in the release of the duo.
There were a lot of complex negotiations that took place. One of them involved the former president of the Republic of Kenya, the fourth president, and that is Uhuru Kenyatta.
Of course, we are also aware that when Bob NJAGI and Nicholas Oyo went to Uganda on an invitation of Bobby Wine, they were three, but one person escaped. That is an information that we have. Now, based on this recap again, there's something about Uhuru's involvement, and also the government of Kenya also was involved. There was a lot of diplomatic engagement here that secured the release of the two. Now, these two Kenyan citizens were at the end of the day, they were free. But there's a story that is emerging here about who was giving them food. What were they fed on? There's someone who surfaced with an information here, very, very explosive one. This information, if it's true, then I think Nicholas Oyo and Bob NJAGI should take some action and look for a way of examining themselves health-wise. What if this person is telling us the truth? So before we explore the video that I'm about to share concerning a very explosive statement on the poisoning on this duo, kindly, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to appreciate you for the support you've been giving this channel. If you wish to continue supporting us, just like this video, and to new viewers, please don't forget to subscribe, because that is the only way you'll help us build our channel. Once again, thank you so much. Now, without wasting much time, let's dive into this video.
If you're from Kenya, share this message. If you're from East Africa, share this message. The two political activists from Kenya who were put in jail in Uganda for many months that have been released today, Nicholas and Bob, please go to a poison specialist. The closest country that's safe, it will be South Africa. Go to a poison specialist for poison treatment. The food you are eating, the water you are drinking, the clothes and the soap you are bathing, everything contained poison by the first son, Mhosta Nyirugaba. He is the one who put you guys under detention and tortured two political activists from Kenya. Please go to a poison specialist. The closest and safest country will be South Africa. Another country where you can go, it will be in Boston at a hospital called MGH. MGH. They have poison specialists in America. You can go to South Africa, but the best hospital will be MGH in Boston, Mass General Hospital. They have people who are specialized in poison, and they can treat you well.
Well, I believe we've gone through conversations about what happened to the two. These 38, 39 days, they were in secret location until yesterday. That is the time we learned that there was something about Muhoozi, Museveni's son. That's why they are being blamed for having arrested illegally the two and held them incommunicado. It's a very bad and way of dealing with people, but that's what happened. Now,
even our own groups here, we monitor them with intelligence. Here, of course, we have very good intelligence, and we know them. Like, for instance, we have got two Kenyans whom we arrested. They have been with us. I have their names, but I don't remember their names. They came. They were working with Chagulanyi's group. That they are experts in riots.
Something that you need to note here in this whole development is that throughout all those days, there was no location of these people. The government of Uganda refused to acknowledge that it was holding the duo. The courts in Uganda had requested for Museveni government to produce the two, but they refused to produce the two. Now, after all those diplomatic engagement and Uhuru also being brought into this debate, they were finally released. But again, something else that was coming up here is the issue of the alleged Trump 72 hours for the political prisoners to be released. So we don't know whether it's because of Kenya's involvement or Uhuru's involvement, or this alleged memo from the US that forced the Uganda government to comply. We still don't know, but what we know as far as you're concerned, Uhuru played a critical role. Now, the issue of poisoning. If at all Nicholas Oyo and Bob Njagi were given a poison ambayo itawamaliza polepole, what do you think should be the case? I think it's good if they are examined. Now, according to the advice from the video, hospitals locally here cannot give a correct result. That is according to that video. So if that is the case, there's an advice of South Africa, other countries whereby they can get proper treatment. If at all there's some kind of poisoning on them, kama ni zile nguo ambao wanasema, kama ni chakula walipewa iwamalize polepole until the time ambao wataisha kabisa. If there is any kind of poisoning, unajua kuna poisons aina nyingi. Kuna poison unaweza pewa na leo sahi umeenda. I remember of a case whereby someone had swallowed poison. Hey, let me just give you this story. It's a small story, but very interesting. So what happened? It was some kind of a love triangle affair. You know what love triangle affair. He found his girlfriend dating another person who is a friend of him. Then one day, he was given information that that person had paid the girlfriend a visit. So he went there, knocked on the door. The girlfriend was not opening. So he stood there for almost 2 hours. There was no opening of the door. So what happened? This person decided to take poison. Went to a chemist, bought poison. I don't know which kind of poison, but he decided to swallow it, but left a note outside the door and swallowed it, locked himself in. So the neighbors found the note. It was just lucky that this note was found in the first 2 to 3 minutes. So they ended up breaking this door just to save a life of someone who decided to take his life away. So this person was taken to a nearby facility. His condition was managed, but the good thing is that he was taken to a private facility. If it would have been a government facility, this person would have been taken to police custody na maybe akafungwa, anataka kujipeleka. So that poison, if I told these people are delayed for 30 minutes or rather 40 minutes, wangepata ameenda. Now, that is that poison. Then there are poisons ambao unasikia una swallow and then unaenda polepole. You don't just die instantly. You can just stay with it now. It's just affecting you slowly and you're going if you don't take precautions earlier. So I think this is what the Bob Njagi and his colleague Nicholas Oyo are being advised to look at very carefully. They should seek medical attention to facilities outside Kenya. Why do you think facilities in Kenya will not give proper results? Because right now, Nicholas Oyo and Bob Njagi are on the public radar. The government is keeping a watch of them. We don't know what was discussed, of course, because even the government does not like them. Let me be honest with you, because at one particular time, he piled a lot of pressure on the Ruto regime. Then there was some kind of abduction on Bob Njagi. You remember that story? So we can't say that the government is happy they are back. Maybe the government is not happy they are back. But what if the government is pretending to be happy they are back, knowing very well that there's something that has been done? I mean, I'm just trying to look at all these possibilities. If at all, these possibilities ni kitu ambayo hiko. Now, back to the issue of this poison from the video that I just shared. What do you think these two should do? Just tell us below in the comment section the kind of advice you'd like this Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyo to have. If at all there's some element of poisoning here, tell us below in the comment section. Then probably I'm going to give some reaction on your comments. So perhaps if you watch this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.